Bob Irvin, now, I know that you have been in so many big games in your career, but this one, seeing that this is probably your last game, how about the butterflies?
Well, of course they're there. You know, you're nervous and everything, but at the same time, you're looking forward to the game and looking forward to getting out there, throwing some elbows, getting some back, smacking some people, getting some smacks back. So, you know, it's just all of it that goes with playing and being with the best. The only thing I missed today is Larry Bird, hey, you should have been here. Wherever camera I'm looking into, I miss you because I got like 10 VCRs back home all on, and you're not here. So that's the only thing I'm missing today.
All right, but tell me this. You've been playing pickup basketball. How your legs feeling?
Legs are fine. So everybody's waiting to see that. So we'll get a chance to see that in a little while.
All right, we're ready for the Magic Show.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Good luck to you. Bob?
Pretty obvious, Quinn, regardless of the issues and the questions that may overlap for some, he intends for this weekend, and especially the game we're about to see, to be an occasion of unmitigated joy.
I tell you, I like the smile. This is his chance to go out and have fun. Why not? Go for it.
All right, and up next we'll meet all the All-Stars as we turn things over to Dick Enberg and Mike Fratello. The 42nd NBA All-Star Game is coming up after these messages.
This is just before the start of today's game, and Isiah Thomas and Magic Johnson, they said, despite the condition of Magic Johnson, that they would handle everything just as they always have. We're going to touch and we're going to kiss and we're going to congratulate, and when Magic tries to drive down the lane, I'm going to be right on his elbows. There is Magic Johnson, and of course he has been the focus of the national and international press throughout the course of this week, and he's handled himself in typical Magic Johnson manner. And now for the introduction of the starting lineups, here is Paul Porter.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Orlando Arena and the 42nd annual NBA All-Star Game. Now let's meet the 1992 NBA Eastern Conference All-Stars. The head coach of the Eastern Conference All-Stars from the defending NBA champion Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson. All right. His assistant coaches are Tex Winter, John Bach, and Jim Clemens. The trainer for the East team, representing the host Orlando Magic, is Lenny Courier. Playing for the Eastern Conference, the NBA's all-time leader in three-point field goals. This 5'10" guard currently ranks among the league leaders in scoring, assists, and steals. From the Washington Bullets, making his first All-Star Game appearance, Michael Adams. Playing in his fourth All-Star Game, a talented scorer and rebounder and one of the finest passing centers in the NBA, from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Brad Doherty. A clutch scorer as well as a three-time selection to the NBA's all-defensive team. He has led his team to 5 straight trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 2 NBA championships. From the Detroit Pistons, Joe Dumars. One of the league's most talented young forwards, he currently leads the Boston Celtics in both scoring and steals, making his All-Star Game debut, Reggie Lewis. Also playing in his second All-Star Game, this playmaker has come back from a career-threatening knee injury this season and currently leads the league in free throw shooting. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mark Rice. The two-time defending NBA Defensive Player of the Year and currently leading rebounder in the league. Playing in his second All-Star Game from the Detroit Pistons, Dennis Rodman. From the Atlanta Hawks, playing in place of injured teammate Dominique Wilkins, this 7-footer is currently the second leading rebounder in the NBA and has emerged as one of the league's top inside scorers this season. Playing in his first All-Star Game, Kevin Willis. And now the starters for the East team. And forward, playing in his 6th straight All-Star game, one of the game's most imposing inside players. He is once again among the league leaders in scoring, rebounding, and field goal percentage this year from the Philadelphia 76ers, Charles Barkley. At center, a 6-time All-Star and one of the league's most dominant players. He has sparked the revitalized New York Knicks into first place in the Atlantic Division, Patrick Ewing. Starting in place of the injured Larry Bird, playing his 2nd All-Star game, a versatile 6'7" forward who played a major role in leading the Chicago Bulls to the 1991 NBA championship, Scottie Pippen. And guard, the All-Star Game MVP in 1984 and 1986. He led the Detroit Pistons to consecutive NBA titles in 1989 and 1990. The All-Star Game's career leader in steals, playing in his 10th All-Star Game, Isiah Thomas. Also a guard, the leading vote getter in the Miller Genuine Draft All-Star balloting for the 6th straight season. He was the MVP of the regular season and the NBA Finals last year after leading the Chicago Bulls to their first NBA title. Currently leading the league in scoring for the 6th straight season, Michael Jordan. All-Stars. The head coach of the Western Conference All-Stars from the Golden State Warriors, Don Nelson. His assistant coaches from the Warriors are Gary St. Jean and Don Nelson. The trainer for the West team from the Utah Jazz is Don Sparks. Playing for the Western Conference, a 6-foot point guard who is currently the only player to rank among the NBA's top 10 in scoring, assists, and steals, making his 2nd All-Star appearance from the Golden State Warriors, Tim Hardaway. Making his All-Star debut, he began his college career as a walk-on at Iowa State, and now he has become one of the top all-purpose guards in the NBA. From the Phoenix Suns, Jeff Hornacek. Also from the Suns, the runner-up for last year's NBA Sixth Man Award, as well as one of the top defensive players in the league, playing in his first All-Star game, Dan Marley. The 4th overall pick in the 1991 NBA Draft. He currently leads all NBA rookies in scoring, rebounding, and block shots. Representing the Denver Nuggets, Dikembe Mutombo. From the Houston Rockets, he has been one of the league's most feared centers since coming into the league in 1984. Playing in his 7th All-Star game, Hakeem Olajuwon. This 6'1" point guard set an NBA record for assists in a season last year, and he is currently leading the league in assists for the 5th straight season. From the Utah Jazz, John Stockton. One of the league leaders in rebounding and field goal percentage. He recently became only the 10th player in history to play in 500 straight regular season games, appearing in his first All-Star game from the Houston Rockets, Otis Thorpe. Playing in his 7th straight All-Star game, one of the NBA's premier forwards and a member of 3 World Championship teams during his career, from the Los Angeles Lakers, James Worthy. And now the starting lineup for the West team. per game. The leading vote getter in the Western Conference from the Utah Jazz, the mailman, Carl Malone. At the other forward flank in his fourth All-Star game, one of the NBA's leading scorers and deadliest outside shooters from the Golden State Warriors, Chris Mullin. At center, making the third All-Star appearance in his 3-year career, the league leader in block shots and the only player to rank among the league's top 10 in 5 categories from the San Antonio Spurs, David Robinson. At guard, making his first All-Star game start, one of the most versatile and explosive backcourt players in the NBA, from the Portland Trail Blazers, Clyde Drexler. And starting at the other guard, the NBA's all-time leader in assists, this 3-time most valuable player, led the Los Angeles Lakers to 5 NBA titles during the 1980s. One of the greatest players of all time, making his 12th All-Star game appearance, Irvin Magic Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the presentation of our colors by the United States Army Recruiting Company, Orlando. And now, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem by an artist that recently won 2 American Music Awards for the Best Pop Male Vocalist and Pop Album of the Year. He is also a Grammy winner, nominated 3 consecutive years for Best Pop Male Vocalist. Please welcome Columbia recording artist Michael Bolton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets went clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
The emotional pressure was eased by the welcome of his NBA colleagues for Magic Johnson. Now, as he told us, he'll do what he has missed most of all: compete. The West in blue, East in white. Trying to sort out final congratulations and positions. It'll be Ewing going against the Lieutenant David Robinson. Number 42 underway, and Magic touches it first. Ewing to Isiah. Scottie Pippen. Michael blocked by Clyde Drexler.
And that's normally the routine that Michael Jordan does. Come from behind your head, take the ball out of their hands. That time, Clyde returned the favor.
Jordan with Drexler. And the mailman has his first stamp on a rebound. Magic Johnson surveying the floor, and it's Drexler outside. Malone working on Charles Barkley. Jeff Mullen inside. Chris Mullen with a beautiful touch. As the West team, their practice, their one session involved much more passing and drilling, and it appeared Don Nelson really wanted to work on that quick pass concept.
Well, two ends of the spectrum as far as the practices go, as Patrick Ewing does what he does so well: knock out, face-up jump shots. They actually went hard in practice yesterday, and one of the big reasons Don Nelson said was to see how hard Magic could go, and he said, I think Magic really wanted to see for himself.
Now Magic's been running, he says, 4 miles a day and working against Kareem in practice. Misses his shot, goes back up, and is fouled.
During the practice yesterday, you saw a transition, you saw 3-on-2, you saw defensive plays. Nelson was determined to make the guys work. You'll see constant movement by both teams, but particularly the West, because that's Don Nelson's style. And I think Magic here is trying to build up his offensive rebounds in the game.
Magic Johnson, some most impressive numbers, of course, the assist total, the all-time high in the NBA. Michael Jordan committed the foul, and Magic converts 2, and the West leads by a deuce. Boy, a lot of beef there, and Barkley goes around Malone but can't connect. Malone rebounds. Magic with a 40-foot pass to Drexler, and it's Mullen open. The former St. John's All-America Chris Mullen has 4. Answering at the other end is Isiah Thomas.
And that's exactly what they'd like to do. Establish this type of tempo, get the crowd into it, and Magic comes right back and answers with his transition score.
That's just what you said you'd look for the first 5 minutes. Isiah and Magic getting these two teams on the run. They were off to a slow start. Remember last year in Charlotte. Michael Jordan! Oh, my!
Michael just adding one more to the highlight film.
Interception by Isiah Thomas. Numbers aren't there. What a pass to Jordan. But Robinson said, Robinson out on Zeke.
Yeah, first Michael said, no, I'll think twice about it. Then Zeke said, I'll think twice about it also.
And Robinson, who's one of the leaders in steals in the NBA. And it's Malone at the other end. But what a play defensively by David Robinson.
It's really hard to understand how much ground he covers, how quick he is for a person of his size.
He's 4th in the league in steals. Ewing inside to connect, and a foul.
Isiah Thomas taking it right at his good buddy, Magic, and then the switch of the hands at the end. So good around the basket, Isiah. And then right back at you. Magic doesn't give him a chance to turn around, blows it down the floor, and converts.
Ewing fouled by Drexler, going after the three-point play, and not there. It's 10-8 West as Robinson collects the rebound, and here comes Magic. Little give and go to Robinson, and he's fouled by Barkley, who, despite his bullish nature on offense, really doesn't commit many fouls. Very low count, averages just a little over 2 a game.
Well, generally, when you commit fouls, you're playing defense, and Charles will be the first to admit, I am not in this league to be a defensive stopper.
It just looks like he should be.
Foul number 32, Charles Barkley.
Robinson, his introduction, the only All-Star here in the top 10 and 5 categories, 9th in scoring, averaging just under 23, and a good free throw shooter, but misses both here. 10-8 is the East goes for a tie or more. Pippen behind a pick by Barkley, and can he fly to the hole?
As Johnny Bach told us, he may be the best in finishing way above the rim since Dr. J. I mean, he really elevates.
Clyde Drexler over the top, stolen by Robinson, and he is fouled.
You talk about getting up above the rim. Once he turns the corner and particularly likes to go right, he is up so high above, even difficult for Patrick Ewing to get a piece, or hey, David Robinson or whoever else might want to step up and take a shot at it.
And Pippen, one of the great stories, inspiring from Central Arkansas. Ewing with a foul. He went to college on a football managerial project scholarship. And they said, well, you're not a bad basketball player. Why don't you give that a go? And here he is, one of the premier stars in the game. West by 2. Fast-paced beginning here in Orlando. 8:40 left in the opening quarter, and it's Barkley with Robinson. And Robinson denying the baseline.
Because of the limited amount of practice time, you'll see the 1 or 2 set plays that the coaches have put in, but usually at the end, you see the one-on-one like that. Individual talent take over.
Eye contact with Michael, and he has 4. At the other end, Drexler to Robinson. And a foul. Ewing is second.
This is the man of the hour, the man they're looking for. If you take your eye off him, they'll just throw the thing up in the air. He'll elevate. Tough to stay with him.
Had a long chat with his father a couple days ago. And he said that as a youngster really thought Michael was going to be a baseball star, that he was an outstanding shortstop and pitcher. He said actually it was because he grew so much that his baseball uniform didn't look good on him. His legs were too long for the pants, and he went for style. And 2 basketball to the good graces of all the rest of us. West by 1. Pippen fires on a toss to Jordan.
This may be hard to believe, but the East squad actually looks small compared to the West squad at his size, the body width, etc.
Mullen, and it's Ewing with a steal. Isiah Thomas. Pippen. Pippen has 4, and the pass too tall for Robinson.
Karl Malone likes the idea of being in the middle of the break, but the touch pass isn't quite as easy as you think it is to make. One of the great abilities of the Western team is that they can switch because they're so similar in size, everyone.
Ewing over Magic, and the East lead now by 3. 8-0 run for the Eastern All-Stars. Magic hooking over Zeke. His close buddy, 16-15. Well, that'll bring back memories of his rookie year in the playoffs against the 76ers when he went inside and led the Lakers to the title. Jordan.
Oh, no! He had no shot, nowhere to go, but found the way.
Magic. The table tennis match, end-to-end. Robinson to Mullen with Drexler with him, and Malone gets the gift, and the West back on top. 19-18. And a time call. Oh, what great early action. Michael Jordan punctuating the greatness of these players with this move.
The ability to take off on one side of the lane and finish on the other.
Oh, I can't wait to get home to try it out in my backyard. David Robinson. Jordan drives. Robinson comes to greet him with a left hand. Round goes Jordan with a left and scores. And plays like that have made him internationally a big star. And prior to today's game, Kevin Wolf of Miller Brewing Company presented the top vote getter award to Michael. The Bull Star drew more than 1 million fan ballots, and Jordan has won that title 6 consecutive years. Went to North Carolina, as Daddy said, because Dean Smith was the only coach that recruited him that wouldn't promise him he'd start as a freshman. Everyone else did. and Michael took it as the challenge. Isiah, three-pointer, the first of this classic, and the East leads by 2. Johnson being rested. Tim Hardaway, who was third in the balloting into the West guard position. Oh, what a play! Drexler to Mullen. They've working together as if they been teammates for 10 years.
You need to keep your eye on Chris Mullen. He moves so well without the basketball and in Don Nelson's system. Movement all the time. Break the defense down.
Ewing against Robinson. Almost tipped in by Pippen. Malone rebounds. This is Drexler on the glide. Blocked by Ewing, out of bounds to the West.
Anytime the ball goes down the low post, if you move without it, these type of players with their skills and ability will find you.
Robinson has it taken away by Drexler. Tim Hardaway. What a feed to Robinson. The West by 2. Robinson now with 5. Barkley and Drexler the only starters who have not scored. They're hitting at about a 70% pace. Oh, Pippen, as Coach Bach, who's on the bench for the East, said, and referring to Michael Jordan's stardom, Pippen's going to have his own cape pretty soon, if not already.
His game just continues to improve, and one area you may not consider is the fact that he is the leading assist man in the NBA for forwards right now.
Mark Price, number 25, comes into the Eastern lineup, and Isiah Thomas given a breather. Brad Daugherty makes his first appearance. Former North Carolina star, he's in for Ewing. 5:08 left in this opening quarter. East and West knotted at 23. Drexler. A three-pointer for the Portland Blazer star.
Both of these came out. This is unusual that they come out shooting as well as they did today. I think the transition game going helped these teams to run, loosen up quickly. Now they're making their perimeter shots as well.
Barkley has to go off his fingertips to Malone, and Hardaway leads the break. Robinson to Malone. Big guy for the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. Biggest lead of the game. 5-point advantage for the West, and Jordan can't connect. Bodies colliding on that one. Drexler, he almost hurt Jordan. You could hear one of his teammates saying, watch your back. And Drexler put it in high gear.
I'll tell you who may be enjoying this game as much as anyone is Don Nelson. When they run their passing game or get the transition thing going, he's over there on the sideline smiling up and down, really happy with it.
Daugherty, Robinson might have gotten a piece of that pass, and it goes through Daugherty's fingertips.
There are runs.